there's a thing. There's a thing that people can get, it's like, is it the Nobel Peace Prize? You know what I mean? The Nobel Peace Prize. How do you get that? Like being peaceful? Don't you got to be peaceful to get that thing? You know what I mean? How do you do that, not entertaining strife? It's like, no, I'm at peace. I'm at peace with it all. However it turned out, I'm at peace with it. Sit down, and like I ain't doing nothing. Now if someone come acting erratic and belligerent and demanding and doing all this other stuff, they ain't at peace, man. They ain't at peace. Go take a nap. Lay down. You know what I mean? Lay down. You should have hurt someone or yourself. You a danger to yourself and society. You're a danger to the world, I say. You know what I mean? That was you ain't got nothing good to say. Just don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Because you're going to start a conflict with someone who got some sense. If this person got common sense and you just come up, saying, hey, listen, I'm finna make peace, but then make war. You know what I'm saying? And, it's written, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. I can't expect to achieve the Nobel Peace Prize if I'm warring and fighting with anybody. I got to make peace with them in order to get, obtain something. Is it just at one place I could make peace somewhere? It ain't peace here in in this place, this USA. Is it the peace? Is it civil unrest? People in the streets, complaining. People on here complaining. Do I be complaining? Have you heard me complain? No, I don't think I have. I say I am be tripping. It is what it is. Just stay the hell up. I said the only way you can have peace is if don't nobody bring no conflict. You can't be someone else. You know what I mean? That person doing it. We got eyes to see and ears to hear. And people looking for signs. There ain't gonna be no signs other than the ones you see, but you just ain't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? You're looking directly at someone on the television in the real world, and that's a different one for me and you. Than where we come from. That's how I go in it. It's a different world than where we come from. You know what I'm saying? You way up on the east side in the high rise. And trying to get up, but the doorman's stopping me. No, I'm just playing. But yeah. Have you ever had to pay your way in life? Have you? Can I get a witness? Have you ever had to pay your way in life? You ever bought something? You know what I mean? So, once upon a time, was there peace? And who? I hear wars and rumors of wars. I heard about wars before I heard about the war in heaven. And then it's just other wars that I ain't. I'm saying, who deserved the Peace Prize, man? If people ain't at peace. I'm just saying, man, something shouldn't be said and it ain't true. That is a lie. It's a lie. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say it. And if you telling me it has been peace and someone made peace on the earth, because we ain't separated on the earth. You on the earth, I don't give a damn where you at the four corners scattered. I don't give a damn. What man made all peace? What man? What man? I'm telling you, what man? I mean, from the dawn of time. From the dawn of time. And ain't no one been unalived by another. Because peace is absolute, that peace. If I'm somewhere, I'm there. And if I ain't seen it, heard it, I heard chaos and bombs away and guns ringing out or whatever, that, if I don't consider that peace, it ain't been no peace. Do you agree? You know what I'm saying? Have one of your family members been unalived by someone else or themselves or whatever? they wasn't at peace, obviously, and someone wasn't at peace with them if they unalived them. It's simple mathematics. I don't like no lie. I like the truth. So, who's the Prince of Peace? You know, are you made in that image? Do you bring peace or do you bring war? I mean, you're a person. You're a person, and the Father said, I am no respecter of persons. Shoot, I'm a person. Shoot, you gotta respect me. Just be at peace with me, or go somewhere else. Either way, I'm gonna be at peace then. You know, if you want to do something to I, go ahead. You know, that means you ain't at peace, you ain't at ease. You know, you got. But people heap out codes on their own head. We're not going to go for that. You know, and give thanks for what I have and hold tight to it. You know, and if I get more, I get more. If I don't, I don't. You know, hey, listen, it don't matter because, you know, people are at peace. You know, and then there's things that's created that can just explode and wipe out a whole civilization. Just, you know, I'm cool. I don't even want to be next to nothing like that. And it's a tick. You go call it a ticking time bomb. Why would I make a bomb? It get too hot or something. I think the thing might ignite. That's highly flammable, right? You know what I mean? So I wouldn't even want to be next to nothing like that. You know, no grenade, no nothing. No, I don't. You know, it's just, I got a problem with things exploding. You know, I think about them exploding, boom, 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 and things be exploding. You know, I mean, like, I hope I didn't think about that too much and it happened. You know, like, you know, there's no spoon, but it's a spoon in the matrix. You say to this mountain to move, it will. So, you know, I try not to think about dropping a bomb somewhere, you know what I mean, and it hurts someone innocent. But I don't have a problem dropping a bomb where it's wickedness. Eradicate it. I mean, it's like the orchid man. You know, I got roaches over here. Get over here. I got roaches. Let's just get them. They pests, you know, crawling on me while I'm trying to sleep. I eat lunch, and, you know, I got ants on a log, and well, at least I thought it was a roach, you know what I mean? Hey, listen, I'm just saying, they're all around. They're all around, you know, and I hope it don't, you know, I hope I ain't a roach, you know, and I just need to get along with the other roaches then, you know what I mean? Hey, we got to take this over. We all roaches. We all roaches. Let's just get, we got to, hey, this orchid man coming. What are we going to do about it? But no, am I tripping? Am I going off? Someone say, you ain't going off, man. You ain't living by the law. You ain't doing this. You don't know if I'm trying. I could be trying, you know, and with what I have to work with, you know, here, you know, there's obstacles, snares, and traps they set for the people. You know what I mean? I'm a person. So if I was with the people, you know, they set snares and traps for us, you know, I don't do it for no one. Shoot. You know, I mean, that don't make no sense. I ain't trying to trap no one. For what? What am I going to do with them? You know, it's like having a grown pet. You know, I got to feed this thing now. I got to feed this thing. You know, I give it water and take care of it. I want someone to take care of me, you know. I want to sit back like a king, a priest, prophet, king, you know, and kick my feet up, you know. Bring me some grapes and bananas or something. Let's go eat. You know, no, I'm just joking. You know, I'm just trying to light up your life a little bit and tell the truth at the same time, you know. And maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. If it ain't the truth to you, don't let it apply. Let it go in one ear and out the other immediately. It ain't for you. It ain't for you. But I tell you this. Somebody either for you or they ain't. Somebody either for you or they ain't. If they yelling in your face, what's domestic abuse? You know, is it verbally or just physically? You know, some of these cats out here ain't got no home training. Neither do the dogs. I say, shalom.